welcome back. Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170, The Answer. My name's Kyle Whissel, your host with Whissel Realty. Joined as always by Mr. Jason Hall, co-host extraordinaire.
I like hitting these buttons, Cyndy.
With Team Home Loans. And we've done this 2.5 years, and he still needs a little sheet to remember what buttons are what.
I see that cheat sheet over there.
But that happens with age.
When you get over 40, you forget what you were doing 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, well, 40 was 30 years ago.
Oh, man. You're so tough. You're so tough on me. You know, so when
I love you, Jason.
So let's talk about it. You've got a new agent in the team. She's come down from Northern California to join the team here in Whissel. And she's similar in age to me because when I was telling her how I'm the old guy, she was worried. She was worried. She goes, "You're old?" I go, "Well, Kyle and the team, I'm old," because that's what concerns Cyndy. But yeah, we've got a great new agent on the team. Cyndy, how do I pronounce your last name? Higgerson. So Cyndy and her husband have moved down to San Diego. What part of Northern California have you been in?
Sacramento.
So you've been doing real estate in Sacramento. Mm-hmm. If you don't mind me asking, where were you born? I'm not going to ask you the year, but where were you born?
I was born at Mather Air Force Base in Sacramento.
All right.
But that census closed.
All right, so that since closed. So were you a Navy brat or military brat? All right. Mm-hmm. So that's what got you involved in knowing more about veterans, helping veterans. I know you have a big passion. We've talked about that in the past, and we haven't talked about it on radio yet, but you love to help veterans. Why is that? I
love the veterans, that they serve our country, and what a great loan program that it is for them. And the homes that I sold was near Beale Air Force Base, and it's a 1,700 community homes, 2004 or newer. And I used to joke around with all my VA buyers, you have one kid now, but if they're going to stay in the service, there's a minimum of 3 children that they have. It's a great family community, great family orientation, and they just give back to the community and their service alone.
And they probably didn't have... Was it like 90% veterans in those homes, in that community?
Yes.
Probably like 90%. So I'm guessing Oceanside's probably somewhere between 40 to 50% of Oceanside is part of the military community. They're served, their parents served. So they don't have problems in Oceanside. And you guys probably had zero problems with theft and some of the stuff in that community, I imagine.
Oh, they all looked out for one another. Yeah. Correct. We needed no neighborhood watch program.
No neighborhood watch. Didn't need the sheriff's driving through every day. So what are some of the neat things that we all need to understand about Oceanside? What's going on in Oceanside?
Oh, my gosh. It's gorgeous. It's 10 miles as you go inland, you're still only 10 miles from the ocean. Driving down the 76 or the 78, what better way to start your day off than looking at 1,000,000 pebbles of sand the waves crushing on 1,000,000 pebbles of sand? Your day is awesome.
She's definitely a girl from Sacramento. She loves that ocean, right?
I do love that ocean.
I love the ocean too, but being born and raised here, Kyle and I think we just take it for granted. I mean, I love the ocean, but when I have friends in town, that's when I'm at the ocean.
Yeah.
Right? It's because they all want to see it, right? So it's neat. I can see it in your smile. You're so excited to talk about the ocean. And that's what's neat about Oceanside. When I was a kid, we thought Oceanside was, like LA. Like it's so far away from Oceanside to La Mesa. Right. And I live in La Mesa now. And if I want to drive to Oceanside, assuming there's no traffic, right, depending on when I go, if I go like at 9 o'clock at night, it only takes me, 35, 40 minutes to get there? I mean, it's not that far of a drive, and that's from La Mesa.
But when you were on the horse and buggy, that was a long ride.
You're right. At the horse and buggy, we didn't have quite the same horsepower we have now. That was a different time. But it's funny. So Oceanside used to be one of the most affordable communities in San Diego, but we've really seen an increase in the appreciation of those homes over the last 5 years, Kyle and Cyndy, right? I mean,
correct.
I can't believe some of my clients that we bought for $350 3 or 4 years ago, Kyle, you and I and some of your agents, they're selling their house now or refinance. It's worth $550. They're up $200,000 in like 4 years. I'm like, we all should have bought in Oceanside. So let's talk about why is Oceanside done so well?
I just think because of the military presence, you have a diverse audience of age groups. You have the horse and buggy.
She's pointing to me.
She's pointing at Jason, just so you know.
Senior. You have seniors, but everyone commingles together and they get along together. You have some new families. Rancho del Oro is a newer established area. There's 3 new developers that are doing triplexes.
There's some new stuff going on in there.
It's nice to see new construction as well. And again, the price points, even for some new triplexes, are starting out at $457 to $525. And those are good. I mean, that's a brand new construction. As long as.
And Kyle, your dad even moved to Oceanside.
Pops does live up there. I mean, he's got room in the senior community for you whenever you're ready.
He asks me every week, man, when you coming up, Jason? I want to go golf with you. We can go play tennis. We can play poker game.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this pickleball? I know.
Pickleball it's for people of your age that can't really get around the full-size tennis court anymore.
Hey, you want to run, Kyle? You ready to run?
I'll race you any day.
You ready to race me?
I'll race you any day.
I know Jared loves. That's for you, Jared. He thinks I want to challenge everybody to run, which I do.
You do.
When I get, when people think I'm old, they're surprised. So a little quick story. Since Cyndy hasn't heard this, Kyle's laughing. So a couple years ago, when I was really, really out of shape, Kyle said, "Hey, Jason, let's go on this hike." And where do we go, Kyle?
Three Sisters Falls.
Okay, Three Sisters Falls. You can Google. It literally tells you, if you're not a really advanced hiker, you probably shouldn't go on this. And so Kyle takes his 257-pound lender who's out of shape, out to this thing with a couple young guys. And Kyle literally, now it's all downhill to get to the falls, right? So you come all the way downhill. And the whole time I'm going down, Cyndy, I'm like, I got to go back up this hill, right? Well, as I'm going back up, Kyle, and this is what's great about having great friends, literally stands behind me with both hands and pushes me up the hill. He helps me because, they're all laughing. So we get to the top of the hill and they're laughing at me. We're getting closer to my Suburban. And I'm like, look, I got $1,000 in my pocket that I can beat any one of you guys from here to there. Nobody took the bet. And they were like, you're serious? We're driving down. I go, I'm serious. And so we play fantasy football. And I said, hey, you guys want to race me? We'll race. So a couple months later, they said, hey, we'll set it up. And this one kid that was doing all the talking, I raced 40 yards, smoked him, right, Kyle? And then he goes, well, 40 yards not long enough. I need to race you 100. And I think I smoked him worse in the 100 than I did in the 40.
I think he gave up after the first 40 yards.
Yeah, he thought he had me because I was holding back because I hadn't ran 100 yards in a while. But thanks to Kyle, those are things that he's helped me push, and it's pushed me to be better physically. And so I now do some more hikes, although he likes to hike on Sunday morning, which I'm always in church. I like to hike Saturday mornings. But I really appreciate that. And that's why these guys challenge me out. They keep me young. So thank you, Kyle.
You're very welcome, Jason. Again, you're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on AM 1170, The Answer, talking with Cyndy Higgerson and Jason Hall. If you want to get connected with these guys, give us a call, shoot us a text, 619-663-7355. Cyndy, what are some of your favorite places to eat in Oceanside? And there's a lot of restaurants popping up all the time around there. Where do you like to go?
Venito's is an old established Italian restaurant. And then I love, it's not in North County, but we'll take the 163. The Butcher Shop is awesome. I love Italian food.
Remember that? That's where I took you and your fiance, now your wife.
Yes.
To kind of celebrate. That is kind of a nice place.
I love it. So what do you guys like to do up in Oceanside? What are some of your favorite things to get out and do?
Walk to the beach. Almost like
love that beach, huh, Kyle? See, yeah.
3.2 miles.
So many people end up in Oceanside too, just because of the name. They're like, I'm moving to California, or Cali, as people from out of the area call it. I'm moving to Cali. Where should I live? This La Jolla place doesn't sound too cool, but Oceanside. That's
when you look at the prices, right?
Oh,
when you really think about it, we do have some of the most beautiful coastline. If you haven't in years, if you're San Diego native, or you've been here 5, 10, 20 years, just drive the Pacific Highway. It's amazing just to kind of see all this stuff. It takes a while, a lot longer than driving the 5. But from Imperial Beach, which is one of the most affordable coastal communities, to Oceanside, those are the two extremes on that stuff. And that's still the affordable neighborhoods that you can live right on the beach for a reasonable price. That's Imperial Beach, way down the south, right next to Mexico, and then Oceanside, which is our far boundaries of San Diego.
I love Imperial Beach. Just if you want an insider tip, the two areas of San Diego that I'm most excited about that I might not live today, but for long term I think are great investments is Imperial Beach, which is the cheapest coastal city in all of San Diego County, and Barrio Logan, which has traditionally been a very, very rough neighborhood, but it is gentrifying a lot.
Agreed.
And all of the hipsters who took over North Park has become too mainstream.
And too expensive for a lot of people.
Yeah, and very expensive. Hipsters don't like mainstream. They like off the beaten path. And Barrio Logan is that area that's really starting to grow. It's got that hipster vibe, a lot of fun, cool new restaurants and shops and bars and all that stuff.
What zip code is that, or should they contact you if they want to find a deal in that?
Yeah, if you're interested in either of those areas or North County with Cyndy Higgerson, or you need a loan with Jason Hall, or you need some financial advice from David Reyes, give us a call, shoot us a text here at Whissel Wednesdays, 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355. Thank you so much for listening to the show tonight. We'd love to chat with you, help you out with your finances. 619-663-7355. Thanks so much for listening. We'll talk to you next Wednesday.
Thanks, Cyndy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow.